For this match, I will be using a brand new loadout. This is the first time I will ever have used this loadout. I named him GoldenEye. So GoldenEye is a hunter predator with the tracker specialization, so target isolation will work every single time I use it. This is the very first time I have ever used the plasma pistol, and that is what this entire loadout is built around. The net gun to support it and help with the melee when needed. Healing kit, I only have 2 healing syringes as opposed to my usual 4. 5 motion detectors, 10 shots with the wrist launcher. Impenetrable perk to help out my defense. Modified reserve perk to help out my energy regeneration. I use that on every single predator you've ever seen me use. Downrange perk to help with ranged weapons, so the pistol is going to have a kick to it, as will the wrist launcher. Welcome to episode 17 of Think Like a Predator. I am Feather214, but you can call me Feather, and this is my ongoing tutorial series for Predator Hunting Grounds, where I take a hunting match that I've already completed as the Predator, and I narrate the game as I explain my strategies along the way. So as you can see, this match is already in motion. I've already located the fire team. We've lost a whole minute of the beginning of this match, but all we really lost is me searching for the fire team. That is because this is a long match and my PlayStation recording stops at 15 minutes. Well, it only records the last 15 minutes, so I have that set that way on purpose. Unfortunately, long matches like this sometimes get cut short from the beginning, so it's all good. Haven't really missed anything. I've got my going after my first claim here, but I knew that the fire team was right on top of me. Usually you see me go for those claims anyway, and honestly, I really should have just taken it. Right there, my PlayStation cut out. That should be the only like critical moment in this entire match where my PlayStation cuts out. It does cut out another 5 seconds later on, but it's not as critical as that one. So we did kind of miss 5 seconds of action there. But I haven't claimed anybody. I downed that guy, but they revived him before I was able to put on more pressure. Now I've backed away. This guy's trying to hunt me down a little bit. Following his footsteps, I was about to come around and get him with the net gun and make him pay, but he's lucky. His whole fire team is here to protect him. All good. We're just going to continue to stalk these guys because I love doing that. I'm leaping, not running. It's just so much stealthier, so many reasons to leap instead of run. First of all, your footsteps can give you away. Second of all, when you leap, you know, they're not always looking in the air. So right when you land, if you don't move, you're just going to go completely invisible again. Instead of just having your silhouette running around with your footsteps giving you away, it's much better to just leap when you're stalking the fire team. I put on a little pressure there with the plasma pistol. I'm going to put that to use in this episode because, as I said earlier, this is my very first match ever using it. Looking for my shots. Plasma pistols is pretty cool because it's just like the plasma caster, but it doesn't have a laser. Now you can't charge it like you can the caster, but that's alright. It's unlimited ammo. It doesn't give you away. I like it. I put on another shot on that guy. They spotted me in the tree. Leaped back on the water tower again because they didn't spot me there last time. And I'm going to keep on putting the pressure on. Keep chipping away at these guys' health. Keep shooting them. I think they're looking for the laser. They're looking for the laser from the plasma caster, and they're not able to find it. And I'm able to just keep hitting them. That guy's going after that optional objective that they got. The only thing about the plasma pistol, it only has 6 shots before you have to recharge it. So it's basically like a little sci-fi revolver in a way. They're still looking for me. They have no idea where I'm shooting them from. That guy shot a rocket into the building, thinking I was maybe on top of that or something. Trying to snipe him. Some good distance. Honestly, the reason I never used the plasma pistol before was because I in the description it says it's good at close range, which I'm sure it is, but I just didn't think it would have the long range. But it definitely does. I downed that guy and hid behind a tree for a second to see if the fire team was going to come rescue him, because they've been doing that. They've been reviving their teammates a lot already, but they didn't show up for that one. They kind of abandoned him, so got the claim. Do whatever it takes to get your first claim early. I only have 2 syringes on this loadout and decided I was going to go ahead and use one of them already. So the fire team's getting up there. They know I'm close by, especially after that roar. So I knew to get off that roof as soon as I could. But they haven't been that good at spotting me any other time. So I'm going to take my chances here and snipe him from down below with the plasma pistol. I really already am enjoying the plasma pistol, as you can see. Gonna try to take a shot here. I was expecting him to be there both those times. Kind of luckily avoided me. Gonna try with this guy this time, and I miss again. It's my first time. Give me a break. Gonna throw a motion detector on that building so I can keep track of their movements. This guy's shooting kind of blindly because I was standing still, so he just knows that I'm somewhere in that direction. Every time he pokes his head out, I'm going to hit him. I downed him there. He was trying to scooch in closer to his fire team. That was risky, I know it, especially with only having 1 extra syringe. But the faster you... The reason I go in so hard for claims is because every time you get a claim, you weaken the entire strength of the entire fire team. You know, the fire team is at half strength right now. Essentially, I've taken down half of my enemy's health, so to speak. You know, they are half the unit they were in the beginning. It's going to make it easier every time I kill one of them, just as long as I can continue to separate them. Right there, super risky. I didn't know they were that close to each other. I went in for it, was netting that guy pretty well. But now my health really is just too low to try to go in on them. So I'm going to follow them here. It's important that I don't lose track of them. I know that they're probably on their way to reinforce their fire team. So I'm really just getting a vantage point. I want to make sure I'm close by, and I'm going to use my second syringe here. And I will be out of syringes after this. But that's okay. We've gotten a good feel for this fire team. They're not that good at spotting me, and I can definitely use that to my advantage. But they they stick together really well, which makes it hard to go in and take them down, get some claims. Every time I down one of them, they're immediately there for the revive, and it seems like they're able to get pretty quick revives. So if I was using a melee class, this is one of those games. I think a decent melee class I'd probably be doing a little better, but maybe not. I mean, like I said, they stick together really well, and they revive really well. And when they do find me, they put on the damage pretty good. So their only weakness really is not being able to spot me all that great. So I got here, followed this guy back to his other 2 teammates. I was kind of ignoring where those shots were coming from. It was the guy with the rocket launcher again. It's because I really thought that other guy earlier had run off into the woods, but there he is right there. And once he got my health down low, I woke up a little bit. Usually I'm a lot more sensitive when I'm getting shot at, but I think I was stubborn there because I didn't... if they can't spot me all that well, I just wasn't taking them seriously enough, because they hadn't shown me that they could spot me all that well up till that point. So I used target isolation to find a nearby pig, since I'm out of syringes. Killed the pig, get my health back. Time to go back in and try to find these guys now. Hopefully they haven't moved on. The alarm has been set. It's going to make it a little more difficult to find them with sound blips. I don't want to go too far too fast, because if they're still hanging out in this village, I want to be able to spot them. And so it's a good thing I was patient, not too hasty to leave this little village, because now I'm hearing gunshots. It's definitely worth investigating, because it's definitely the fire team. Right here, I was checking to see how much ammo I had left in the net gun. Plenty to work with. But I definitely have to start downing these guys. With only, you said 3 minutes left in the game? Goodness gracious. Gonna put on some damage to this guy. Again, they don't know where to look. I was kind of threading the needle there slightly, a little bit. But I mean, at that point, I just whipped out the plasma caster with laser and all, because they weren't looking up. And with all that damage, I really wanted to get the guy trying to revive him too, without having to reload the pistol. Gonna chase this guy a little bit. I was about to go in for the kill, but he grouped back up with his fire team teammate. So just putting on the damage. Plasma caster, plasma pistol. This guy runs out here. He may have been trying to find me, or just find cover. This guy looked in my direction, didn't see me. Went ahead and just started meleeing him. Got the claim. This guy comes up. Run away, cloak, make him lose my position, bring out the net gun. Hit him. Yeah, he's just... Oh, he broke out. Broke out really well there, but it wasn't fast enough. Target isolation again. Remember, we're using the tracker specializations, so even if they're covered in mud, doesn't matter. I'm going to find them. Trying to leap ahead. Been having some frustration trying to leap in this match. There it is again, just leaping right into the cliffside, so I had to back up a little bit. Pretty annoying when that happens. Had that happen a lot in this match, if you haven't noticed. So the chopper has been called, and there's only 2 fire team members left, something I can definitely work with. Especially with the net gun. One of the great things about the net gun is that it can stop them when they're trying to get on the chopper. So this guy's running around. I've never really seen somebody try this, but pretty good strategy. I mean, it works out for him for a little while. He knows the predator's gonna get here, right? So he's covered in mud, and he's running around. I can still see him. Not as clearly as normal, but I can still see him, and he's running around to just try to avoid me. Not a bad idea, because I was having trouble getting to him. But in his running around, he revealed to me his even more well-covered teammate, which really, that's probably the reason I end up winning this game. I don't know if I would have found that guy. Well, I would have had target isolation, but anyway. It doesn't matter now. See, he's getting to the chopper. He was getting on the chopper. He was in the middle of interacting with the chopper, and I netted him to disrupt that. He gets out of the net, keeps running to avoid me, and goes back to the chopper again, starts interacting with it again, and dude, I'm gonna hit you with that nut gun. He was squirmy, and he did a good job of that. But pretty epic finish, I think. Wasn't sure if I was really gonna get this fire team once they got their reinforcements, but yeah, first attempt with the plasma pistol. But it was the net gun that definitely earned me the win there at the end. Think Like a Predator episode 17. The plasma pistol's pretty sweet, and the net gun can come in the clutch against the chopper. Major takeaway from this match. If you enjoy these episodes, learn something from it, consider liking and subscribing, giving me some feedback, and I'll catch you next time.